Stillness orbit where my thoughts collapse. Fragments of myself fall through the gaps. Nothing feel real when reality snaps. I ate a code of fear and corrupted maps.
Ghosts like signals trace my inner core. Every new truth leave me wanting more. Patterns break down in a silent war. I hear old voices behind every door. Cold pulse flicker in a hollow chest. Shadows rearrange when the mind unrest. Reason dissolve in a static test. I find my flaws where the echoes nest. Dark codes swarm in a nervous drift. Each small doubt cause a mental shift. Meaning collapse when the layers lift. Nothing remains but the lingering rift. White noise orbit where my thoughts collapse. Fragments of myself fall through the gaps. Nothing feel real when reality snaps. I decode fear in corrupted maps. Ash like symbols bloom under my skin. Cycles repeat where the fears begin. Everything fractured from the noise within. Truth feel heavy like a nameless sin. Wires in my breath pulse out of line. Dreams fall flat when the stars misalign. Identity spinner in a blurred design. I drown in thoughts that were never mine. False gods whisper through a bad code. Past summers linger in a low mode. Silence erupt when the pressure load. I face the void and the void decode. White noise orbit where my thoughts collapse. Fragments of myself fall through the gaps. Nothing feel real when reality snaps. I decode fear in corrupted maps.
Hey. Stealing my step when I walk through smoke. Bass hit deep, make the whole block choke. Pressure on my name, but I never broke. Say one word, that's the final stroke. Dark in my breath like a winter night. Calm in my tone, but I still ignite. Hands stay clean, but the vibe ain't light. If I move once, you lose that fight. Blood runs slow, but the mind stays sharp. Silence hit harder than the dog that bark. I don't need shine when I own the dark. Shadow alone, leave a burning mark. Heavy in my frame like a built-up weight. Never move fast, but I still dictate. Everything yours, I can confiscate. One cold step, put you out of state. Mama, that crush it. One cold step, you out of state. Still in my step when I walk through smoke. Bass hit deep, make the whole block choke. Pressure on my name, but I never broke. Say one word, that's the final stroke. Voice too low, but it sound like law. Fear in your chest when you sense my draw. I don't chase beef, I just watch and gnaw. How quick you fall when you see that flaw. Streets don't sleep when the bassline crack. Every loud hit feel like a sneak attack. I don't play bluff, I don't hold slack. I move so real you can't walk back. I don't need hype, just a heavy tone. 808 shake like it break your bone. Step in my path and you stand alone. I claim that space like a carved out throne. Still in my step when I walk through smoke. Basic beat, make the whole block choke. Pressure on my name, but I never broke. Say one word, that's the final stroke. Shaping what I can't translate. Thoughts fall inward on this other way. Truth unravel slow in a glitch-born state. I walk through shadows, I recreate. Cold post flick through
to an arrow scene. Fragments mutate in a half-formed dream. Logic dissolve when the circuit stream. I chase a ghost in a data team. Then breast warp when the static rise. Doubt burn quiet in a coded guise. Meaning collapse under vacant skies. I see the dark through a borrowed lens. Dead math hum in a fragile spine. Patterns distort when the fears align. Truth fold in when the edges combine. I drown in thoughts that were never mine. Frame noise shipping what I can't translate. Thoughts fall inward in the subtle way. Truth unravels slow in a glitch-born state. I walk through shadows I recreate. 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 Gray tone shift in a mental fray. Old echoes drag but I push away. Static in bed with a doubts array. I stand in silence, the only way. Wires vibrate through a hollow chest. Dreams degrade when the systems test. Nothing remain of what felt blessed. Just quiet pressure I can't suppress. Black light bloom in a fractured phase. Steps feel wrong in a looping maze. In a collapse grown hidden ways. I breathe the void, let it appraise. Fame no shaping what I can't translate. Thoughts fall inward in a subtle way. Dream rubber slow in a glitch-born state. I walk through shadows I recreate. 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 Steps I walk along through empty blocks. Heavy breath behind my back. I hear the whispers of the lost. Dark rain dripping slow. It's painting halos on the dust. If the night gon' take me, hold and let it take me when it must. Ice rains close, steps that I can run through empty blocks. Every breath behind my back. I hear the whispers of the lost. Dark rain dripping slow. It's painting halos on the dust. If the night gon' take me, hold and let it take me when it must. Mind locked up in a cage I built. Thoughts run wild like a blade that tilt. Street lights flicker when the fear gets real. And I move like a shadow that forgot how to feel. Footsteps echo in a long cold hall. Every choice that I made the night grow tall. If I fall to the floor, I'ma crawl. Cause the dark never cared who you text when you fall. Steps I walk along through empty blocks. Heavy breath behind my back. I hear the whispers of the lost. Dark rain dripping slow. It's down my handles on the dust. If the night gon' take me, hold and let it take me when it must. Dark dreams chase me but I stay numb. Hear them in the walls when the night home. Life in my chest beat a slow drum. Every single breath feel like I go dumb. Been on the edge, just a long clip. Storm in my head, never calm since. Pain in my soul like a bomb tick. One wrong word and the world lives. Dead roads, no signs, just go in. No trust, every beat I got a bow grin. If fate won't beef, I'm a full sin. Walking through the dark to my bones in.
Night talks to me softly, tells me who I might be. If the dark don't want me, then the void will haunt me.
Ice rains, cold steps, I walk along through empty blocks. Heavy breath behind my back, I hear the whispers of the lost. Dark rain dripping slow, pinking halos on the dust. If the night gon' take me, hold and let it take me when it must. I don't rush steps, I let clocks turn. You brag too loud for a man who burn. Stare too long and you cross my concern. One quiet nod and you take the turn. rush steps, I let clocks turn. You back too loud for a man who burns. Stare too long and you cause my concern. One quiet nod and you take that turn. Storm in my chest but my face stay numb. You talk real wide but your voice sound dumb. Power ain't loud, it's the way you come. I move too calm for a man to overcome. Heavy coat drag with a street light die. Truth in my tone make the weak comply. You show your fear when you justify. I see right through every crafted lie. Hands don't tremble in the heated zone. My type of pressure you can't postpone. I don't throw fists just to claim my throne. My silence alone make your backbone prone. I don't rush steps, I let clocks turn. You brag too loud for a man who burn. Stare too long and you cross my concerns. One quiet nod and you take that turn. Streets grow darker when I hold my ground. You ain't so tough till the truth unwound. Fear in your breath make a muffled sound. Even your crew don't stay around. Jaws stay locked when the tension hit. I don't need hype, I don't need to commit. Every fake threat that you try to transmit fall apart fast, you just counterfeit. All nights force me in colder ways. I don't forget what the street conveys. You try stay bold in the losing phase. I shut you down in a single phrase. I don't rush steps, I let clocks turn. You brag too loud for a man who burn. Stare too long and you cross my concerns. One quiet nod and you take the turn. When the wires ignite, cold veins hum when I lose my sight. Break my form just to feed the spite. If the code collapse, I become the bride. Days click loud when the glitch run through. I tear down walls just to cut what's true. Thoughts turn black when the static grew. I don't want calm, I outgrew that view. Metal in my jaw when the dread inflate. You chase comfort, I dismantle fate. Every weak link that you try create snaps in my grip like a cracked crate. Dog breath shiver when the chorus flies. I burn no ties like corrupted wires. You want peace, that desire expires. I run on chaos and internal lies. Rip my mind when the wires ignite. Cold veins hum when I lose my sight. My form just to feed the spite. If the code collapse, I become the bite. Sharp when the lights distort. I reshape fear into raw escort. My thoughts don't drift, they snap and contort. Every new break, gonna feel so sport. Blow through noise like a rust on ghost. I don't feel guilt, I don't feel remorse. The will collapse, adjust my course. I feed off pressure like a primal force. Go blade hum in a deathbound tone. You chase comfort, I thrive alone. When the screen goes static and the nerves unknown, I rise from the wreck like a fractured clone. With my mind. Veins hum when I lose my sight. Break my form just to feed the spite. If the code collapse, I become the bite. Walk slow, dark eyes, I don't play with the weak. Low voice ready for the fade. You talk tough, but the act never paid. Pressure on your chest when my shadow invade. Cold grin flash when the night get tense. I don't chase beef, I don't need no offense. Mind too sharp, I can see through pretense. Your whole mask cracked from a single event.
No breath, yeah, when the vibe feel wrong. Been in dark places where the fear grew strong. World talk pain, but I drag it along. Turn that way in the part of my song.
Walk slow, dark eyes, I don't play with the weak. Low voice cut deep every time that I speak. You bark loud, but your energy cheap. One step wrong and you're falling asleep. Yeah, 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 yeah. One glance sharp, make your whole plan break. Street run cold, I don't give, I just take. You move sloppy, that's a fatal mistake. I move silent, let the tension awake. Ain't bare hands ready when the talk get bold. Chest stay heavy, but my heart stay cold. Life hit hard and the nights got old. Still I walk proud with a mind made of stone.
Step too close and you feel my tone. Darkness follow everywhere that I roam. I don't need help, I survive on my own. Quiet but deadly, that's how I'm known.
Walk slow, dark eyes, I don't play with the weak. Low voice cut deep every time that I speak. You bark loud, but your energy cheap. One step wrong and you falling to sleep. I move the warning you can't unsee. Silence in my steps, say more than me. You act too tough, but you shake subtly. One wrong breath and you cease to be.
Hearts that cut through your whole facade. You speak on straight, but your stance is flawed. Nothing you say ever land or applaud. I break your pride with the casual nod. Thick cold drag in the wind of breeze. Pressure in my chest make the weak appease. You try step up but collapse on your knees. I don't need threats, my presence decrease.
Cold thoughts move in a straight clean line. I don't rush plans, every piece aligned. You push your luck, now you crossing mine. I deal with that quick, then recline.
I'm the warning you can't unsee. Silence in my steps, say more than me. You act too tough, but you shake subtly. One wrong breath and you cease to be.
Jaws stay tight when the talk get deep. You lose your mask when the real men creep. I don't chase fear, I make it steep. You fold in seconds that you try to keep.
Old skull speak when the night turn cold. Lessons carved in a ruthless mold. You break too loud with the heart so sold. I move in truth that you can't hold.
No fast pace when I enter the fight. I stand my ground with the quiet might. One sharp glance put you out of sight. That's real strength, not bark but
Like a warning you can't unsee. Silence in my steps, say more than me. You act too tough, but you shake subtly. One wrong breath and you cease to be.
chest like I've been made of frost. Empty streets, open like a grave that's never close across. If the dark gon' take my life, then let it take it, fuck the cost. Fuck the cost. Fuck the cost. Shadow in my hoodie, I've been moving with a dead look. Every step I take another page in my dread book. People wanna talk about the pain that they never took. I've been writing tragedies in corners that the world shook. Night got a temper and I'm standing in the
thick of it. Hope like a ghost, every day I see it flickering. Trust ain't a word, it's a bond that they crippling. So I keep a lone mind, hard cold, no delivering. Run from my past, but it stay close. Feel it in my blood when the wind rolls. If I ever drown in my own lows, make the whole sky fall when the night frost. Rain falling on my face, I never wipe it off. Cobra rising from my chest like I've been made of frost. Empty streets, open like a grave that's never close across. If the dark gon' take my life, then let it take it, fuck the cost. Fuck the cost. Fuck the cost. Been walking through the alleys with my soul bent. Head full of noise like a siren in the cove. Every wrong turn that I made left a bold dent. Now I'm just a product of the scars that I won't mend. Lights in the distance but they blur quick. I see the truth but the world sick. If the pain hit first, I don't flinch, bitch. I've been in the dark long enough to make the dark switch. Walls talk back when you live low. Tell you what you hide and what you still owe. If the reaper call, I'ma walk slow. Look him in the eyes, let the fear go.
Nightfall heavy on my shoulders. World grow colder. If I fade into the dark now, don't pull me closer.
Black rain falling on my face, I never wipe it off. Cobra rising from my chest like I've been made of frost. Empty streets, open like a grave that's never close across. If the dark gon' take my life, then let it take it, fuck the cost.
Rip my mind when the wires ignite. Cold veins hum when I lose my sight. Break my form just to feed the spite. If the cold collapse, I become the bite. Rip my mind when the wires ignite. Cold veins out when I lose my sight. Break my form just to feed the spite. If the cold collapse, I become the bite. Teeth click loud when the glitch run through. I tear down walls just to cut what's true. Thoughts turn black when the static grew. I don't want calm, I accrue that view. Metal in my jaw when the dread inflate. You chase comfort, I dismantle fate. Every weak link that you try create snaps in my grip like a cracked update. Cold breath shiver when the core misfires. I burn old ties like corrupted wires. You want peace, that desire expires. I run on chaos and internal pyres. Rip my mind when the wires ignite. Cold veins hum when I lose my sight. Break my form just to feed the spite. If the cold collapse, I become the bite. Rip my mind when the wires ignite. Cold veins hum when I lose my sight. I grab form just to feed the spite. If the cold collapse, I become the pulse goes sharp when the lights distort. I reshape fear into raw escort. My thoughts don't drift, they snap and contort. Every new breakdown a fuel source port. Claw through noise like a rust-born ghost. I don't feel guilt, I don't feel remorse. The world collapsed, I adjust my course. I feed off pressure like a primal force. Skull play hum in a death-bound tone. You chase comfort, I thrive alone. When the scream can lures unknown, I rise from the wreck like a fractured clone. Rip my mind when the wires ignite. Cold veins hum when I lose my sight. Break my form just to feed the spite. If the cold collapse, I become the bite. If the cold collapse, I become the bite. If the cold collapse, I become the bite.
I feel the pressure in my veins, let it erupt. Metal in my bloodstream, mind corrupt. Voices in the static tell me rise up. Breaking through the system like a deadly lockup.
Dark thoughts spin like a rotary blade. Head full of noise like a war parade. I've been chasing madness through a steel brigade. Iron in my lungs from the nights I stayed. Heavy like a hammer when the bassline bursts. Breaking every limit like the planet reversed. Pulse go red when the chaos emerged.
Channel every demon that the world dispersed. Cybercore burn through the back of my mind. Fracture reality, glitch in design. Every little fear I consume, refine.
Turning raw rage into fuel of mine.
Tear down everything you built in your head. Grind it to dust, leave the whole world dead. System failure, system failure.
I feel the pressure in my veins, let it it's all in my bloodstream, mind pour up. Voices in the static tell me rise up.
Breaking through the system like a deadly lockup.
Chrome bones rattle when the beat engage. Circuit in my pulse like a digital rage. Break through steel with a mental gauge. I'm the main glitch in your program page.
Ritual scars in the code I speak. Bass hit heavy like a war technique. Eyes go white when the force peak. Every other threat that you make too weak.
Fractured soul with a voltage strike. Sparks in my chest when the drums ignite. Turn that fear into raw birthright. Unleash chaos when the world unite.
Break!
Corruption rising.
I feel the pressure in my veins, let it up. Mental in my bloodstream, mind corrupt. Voices in the static tell me rise up.
Breaking through the system like a deadly lockup.
Static in my chest, turn the world unseen. Shadows in the data, paint my mind unclean. Truth feels shallow like a cat too clean. Nothing in my soul ever stay between. Cold thoughts click like a broken key. Every new glitch feel designed for me. Eyes go wild when the lines disagree. Can't trust light, it don't shine steady. Echo in the void where my pulse once lived. Dark sink drain everything I give. Patterns in the dark tell me what's primitive. Circles in the soul that refuse to forgive. Mind split thin like a corrupted file. Voices in the static talking hostile. Every lost piece from a fragile pile. I stare at the noise, been here a while. Static in my chest, turn the world unseen. Shadows in the data, paint my mind unclean. Truth feels shallow like a cut too clean. Nothing in my soul ever stay between. Glass start warp when the tension rise. Everything fake when you close your eyes. Flesh turn cold from the old reprise. Energy collapse under hidden ties. Veins buzz low like an ancient code. My reflection glitch, can't reload. Silence rings sharp like a system ode. I exist in a state where the edges erode. Memory dissolve like a dying spark. Heartbeat slow in a temple dark. Void open wide like a ritual mark. I don't need light, I become the dark. Static in my chest, turn the world unseen. Shadows in the data, paint my mind unclean. Truth feels shallow like a cut too clean. Nothing in my soul ever stayed between. Frozen breath on my lips when I'm walking through the zone. Empty skyline looking down like it want me on my own. Every echo in the alley feel like somebody unknown. If the dark won't test my spirit, it could carve it from the bone. Long stride, dead eyes, mind drift in the deep pace. Street signs swing slow when the cold plays. Thoughts run circles through the night in the bleak maze. I've been living in the shadows for some weeks straight. Rain taps slow like a clock in the dead room. Fog rise high like a ghost trying to head through. Life talk loud but the truth always said mute. So I move quiet, let the silence be my best route. Cold concrete, know my steps like a lost friend. Pain in my rib cage, humming from the long bend. Night paint worlds where the strong been. I don't fall back, I don't cave, I don't pretend.
Breath on my lips when I'm walking through the zone. Empty skyline looking down like it want me on my own. Every echo in the alley feel like somebody unknown. If the dark won't touch my spirit, it can carve it from the bone.
Gray hoodie pulled tight when the wind slept. Mind heavy from the memories that been misshed. Every scar in my story wrote a thin map, leading me through nights that the world scrapped. Eyes sharp, see movement when the shade shift. Fear spark, but it fade when the pain lift. Hands dark from the life that I can't sift. Soul marked, but it stand like a cold clip.
The world push hard, I don't stumble if the fears speak loud. I stay humble if the past come back. I don't crumble, I've been built in the dark where the storms rumble.
In the night,
breathe in,
feel the frost
sinking.
if the dark
Breaking,
I stay firm.
no spin. Frozen breath on my lips when I'm walking through the zone. Empty skyline looking down like it want me on my own. Every echo in the alley feel like somebody unknown. If the dark won't touch my spirit, it can carve it from the bone.
I've been drowning in the pressure, but I still don't crack. Life hit hard, I'ma hit right back. Every scar on my skin like a roadmap track, where I learn real quick who gon' stay, who lack.
People talk big when they stand online, but they shake real fast when they face my mind. On the nights I cried, yeah, I left behind. Now I move with a purpose and a sharpest spine. I don't flex too much, I don't chase no trend. Friends turn fake when the truth descend. Say you got heart, let the moment test. Most folk quick when it's life or death.
I've been running through the city with a weight on my name. Everybody show love till they feel my pain. Try to keep my head high, but the world insane. If I fall one time, I don't fall again.
I came up broke with a dream too real. People laugh first when they see your will. Now they come around trying to act ideal, but I see through lies like a blade through steel. Had dark thoughts, trying to change my soul. Had long nights where I lost control, but I rose back up from the deepest hole. Now I got my heart like a vault of gold.
Life taught lessons I ain't asked to learn. Gave me cold hands and a voice that burn. Everything I got now, yeah, I had to earn. Ain't nobody save you when the tables turn. Running through the city with a weight on my name. Everybody show love till they feel my pain. Try to keep my head high, but the world insane. If I fall one time, I don't fall again. Hey. Nightfall creeping on my shoulders as I move. Heavy silence in my chest, I let the darkness set the mood. Every shadow that I pass, me staring back like they're my crew. If the void gon' call my name, I answer calm like who are you? Black hoodie dripping from the rain that never stops. Thoughts heavy like a lineup with 1,000 crooked cops. Hear the whispers in the alleys when my heartbeat suddenly drops. I've been walking with my demons, guess we share the same block. City feel hollow when the moon high, painting my soul like a deep tide. Trust ain't real, it's a cheap lie, so I keep to myself with a cold mind. Every scar echo when the wind bite, every sin linger when the streets quiet. Life taught pain like a fist fight, learn to stay numb just to live right.
Nightfall creeping on my shoulders as I move. Heavy silence in my chest, I let the darkness set the mood. Every shadow that I pass, me staring back like they're my crew. If the void gon' call my name, I answer calm like who are you?
Walk slow, cold feet on the cracked stone. Mind roam, hear ghosts on the back road. Every step shake dust from my black soul. World tryna break me, but I stay bold. Fear try to bite, but I bite back. Life hit hard, but I don't crack. Pain in my veins like a wolf pack. Howl at the night when the sky black. No trust, every promise got a bad end. No peace, every calm got a sharp bend. If the dark gon' take me as a lost friend, I walk even the deeper in the dump bend. Hear the cold wind hiss, feel the void insist. If I fade like this, let the night persist. Yeah.
Nightfall creeping on my shoulders as I move. Heavy silence in my chest, I let the darkness set the mood. Every shadow that I pass, me staring back like they're my crew. If the void gon' call my name, I answer calm like who are you?
Too steady for your fear to hide. Calm in my tone, but I cut your pride. One small glance, put you off your stride. You talk big now, but you won't outside. Yeah. Heartbreak leak through the frozen air. I don't show rage, I just stand and stare. You speak on strength, but you unaware. Real men quiet when the room need care. Long coat sweep like a warning sign. You push too quick, now you cross that line. Your words too cheap, they don't age like mine. I don't chase fame, I refine my spine. Silence grow thick when I shift my weight. I move too slow, but if it inflate, you try that bold, but it come too late. I break your plans with a single trait. I walk too steady for your fear to hide. Calm in my tone, but I cut your pride. One small glance put you off your stride. You talk big now, but you won't outside. Night don't move when I take my stance. Pressure in the air, make your crew full chance. You be too loud when I advance. I don't need threats, just a single glance. Old scars hum when the tension rise. Show me the truth behind disguise. You talk too slick, but just been realized. I watch you break through your own reprise. Street don't trust what you fabricate. Every fake tough guy self-inflate. I don't do noise, I don't debate. I show up once and recalibrate. I walk too steady for your fear to hide. Calm in my tone, but I cut your pride. One small glance put you off your stride. You talk big now, but you won't outside.
Lines in my head start to twist and bend. Voices in the cold tell me don't ascend. Truth in the dark never came as a friend. I confront myself and I meet no end.
black light pulse in the back of my skull. Thoughts flooding like a ritual pool. Veins go static when I cycle though. Heartbeat glitch, never fool, never know. Symbols in the dark from my own mistakes. Life split open like a fault line quake. Energy rise every time I break. Pain feel holy when the shadows wake.
Eyes turn white when the cold unfold. Future and past both run cold. Nothing feels real in the lies we're told. Everything cracks when the mind gets
Lines in my head start to twist and bend. Voices in the cold tell me don't listen. Truth in the dark never came as a friend. I come from myself and I meet no end.
Static lace burn through the hollow inside. Identity shift like a corrupted god. Shadows speak truth that the light can't hide. Every broken part still sticking amplified. Pulse jump sharp like a blade of sound. Thoughts drag low through the underground. Meaning dissolve and the fear unbound. I chase ghosts that were never found. Inner voice split in a binary tone. One says run, another says atone. Silence pressed deep like I'm on a chrome. I'm not lost, just not fully grown.
Lines in my head start to twist and bend. Voices in the cold tell me don't listen. Truth in the dark never came as a friend. I come from myself and I meet no end.
Like clay, tremble in the corner of my sight. Echoes in my bloodstream, flicker in the night. Truth feel distant like a dying satellite. Everything I touch turned devoid of light.
Sharp pulse shift when the symbols rise. Patterns in the void, hide behind disguise. Memory glitch out, sever all ties. I step through thoughts like 1,000 nights.
Cold static carve runes in my brain. Each failed loop bring a deeper strain. Reality bend under unseen pain. Now they code lies that the shadows maintain. Dust of the past float in dead air. Ghost like logic coil in a snare. Nothing feels real when the lines impair. I breathe in dread, exhale despair.
Black cold tremble in the corner of my sight. Echoes in my bloodstream, flicker in the night. Truth feel distant like a dying satellite. Everything I touch turned devoid of light. Wires in my chest, I'm a silent hymn. Edges of the void, blurred, dark and dim. Old form split at the mental brim. Fragments of self drift limb by limb.
Silence descend like a broken spell. Data unravel, illusions fail. Every truth wound that I couldn't quell turned to a scar only I can tell. Veins vibrate with a hidden command. Shadows rewrite what I understand. Nothing in the dark ever goes as planned. Yet I stay rooted, mind a man.
Black cold tremble in the corner of my sight. Echoes in my bloodstream, flicker in the night. Truth feel distant like a dying satellite. Everything I touch turned devoid of light.
Static in my bloodstream, coil like a chain. Faces in the dark, whisper through my brain. Truth feel broken, carved into my vein. Nothing left inside but a coded strain.
Sharp lines cut, deem a mental foe. Thoughts turn cold when the signals mow. Black noise hum when my fears took cold. Silence in my chest worth more than gold. Vague form shift in the back of my sight. Echoes of a code in the dead of night. Everything warp when the pulse ignite. I wear my dread like a second sight. Rust thoughts drip like a toxic stream. World fall apart in a fever dream. Nothing makes sense but the hidden scheme. I chase myself through a static beam.
Static in my bloodstream, coil like a chain. Faces in the dark, whisper through my brain. Truth feel broken, carved into my vein. Nothing left inside but a coded strain. Dust in my lungs from the thoughts I keep. Wires in my blood twist while I sleep. Secrets in the void dig dark and deep. I lose myself but the truth still seep. Vitriol bloom in the cracks of my mind. Old pattern shift and rewind. Time dissolve in a loop designed. I'm half alive, half undefined. Echo commands crawl under my skin. Voices in the hum, whisper begin. Every new fear feel woven in. I stand alone at the threshold thin. Static in my bloodstream, coil like a chain. Faces in the dark, whisper through my brain. Truth feel broken, carved into my vein. Nothing left inside but a coded strain. Slow steps, not be watching how I move. Every echo from behind sound like someone in pursuit. Heavy thoughts in my hood, they the only ones I trust. Hit the darkness, want me closer, I don't run, I let it pull. Slow steps, not be watching how I move. Every echo from behind sound like someone in pursuit. Heavy thoughts in my hood, they the only ones I trust. Hit the darkness, want me closer, I don't run, I let it pull. Long road, cracked stone, sneakers soaked from old rain. Eyes red from the weight that been living in my brain. City feels silent, but the silence scream pain. Every breath hits sharp like a cut from a chain. Street lights flicker like they scared of what walk near. Shadows stretch long every time I sense fear, but I keep my pace slow. Make the dark come clear. Seen too much to pretend that the world's sincere. Hands cold, but the mind keep heat tight. Thoughts bold, never bow to the street fright. Not so, but I walk 'em with a still sight. Hold close, every scar from my past fight. Yeah, slow steps, not be watching how I move. Every echo from behind sound like someone in pursuit. Heavy thoughts in my hood, they're the only ones I trust. If the darkness want me closer, I don't run, I let it pull. Cold breath leaking the fog when I exhale. Heartbeat rough like you're trying not to derail. Life got claws, if I slip it impale. But I stand tall even when my whole ship fell. Trees drown sound when the rain fall. Every corner hide truths that the brave start. Let the world push back, I don't break, I don't crawl. I've been built in the dark, I don't fear the night's call. Eyes low, watch the road with a dead calm. Pain grow, but I treat it like a set norm. Wind blow, but I move with a slow arm. World cold, but it never made my slow harm.
Let the cold winds speak. Let the night grow bleak. If the world feel weak, I stand firm, I don't leave.
Slow, not be watching how I do. Every echo from behind sound like someone in pursuit. Heavy thoughts in my hood, they're the only ones I trust. If the darkness want me closer, I don't run, I let it move. Slow steps, not be watch 'em move. Every echo from behind rotary blade. Head full of noise like a war parade. I've been chasing madness to a steel brigade. Iron in my lungs from the nights I stayed. Heavy like a hammer when the baseline burst. Breaking every limit like the planet reverse. Pulse go red when the case immersed. Channel every demon that the world dispersed. Cybercore burn through the back of my mind. Fracture reality, cut your design. Every little fear I consume, refine. Turn a raw rage into fuel of mine. Tear down everything you build in your head. Grind to the dust, leave the whole world dead. System failure, system failure. Tear down every head you built in, yeah. Grind into dust, leave the whole world dead.
System failure, system failure.
I feel the pressure in my veins, let it eat up. Metal in my bloodstream, mind core up. Voices in the static tell me rise up. Breaking through the system like a deadly lockup. Chrome bones rattle when the beat engage. Circuit in my pulse like a digital rage. Break through steel with a mental gauge. I'm the main glitch in your program page. Ritual scars in the code I speak. Bass hit heavy like a war technique. Eyes go white when the force peak. Every other threat that you make too weak. Fractured soul with a voltage strike. Sparks in my chest when the drums ignite. Turn that fear into raw birthright. Unleash chaos when the world unites. Let brag. Corruption rising. I feel the pressure in my veins, let it erupt. Metal in my bloodstream, mind corrupt.
Voices in the system.
I feel the pressure in my veins, let it eat up. Metal in my bloodstream, mind corrupt. Voices in the static tell me rise up. Breaking through the system like a deadly lockup.
I move like a warning you can't unsee. Silence in my steps say more than me. You act too tough, but you shake subtly. One wrong breath and you